right, what's your name, sir?
DeAndre Smith.
All right, this is case number 24061161001. People in Michigan versus DeAndre Smith. Appearances, please.
Lisa Coyle appearing on behalf of the people.
The record on behalf of Mr. Smith, waive the reading, stand mute. He's been advised of his rights, Judge.
All right, court order not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Smith. This is the complaining witness is the 80-year-old grandmother of Mr. Smith. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, just a bond recommendation, Mrs. Coyle.
My bond recommendation is twofold. I'm asking for $150,000 cash surety, tether house arrest, but not at her home. As you can see, he pointed a gun at her, telling her, "Don't move, I'll kill you." She had to sneak out of her own house. She then goes and makes a statement to the officers, and she says that she fears for her life because her grandson has threatened to kill her multiple times. She says she is waken up by him pointing and standing over her, pointing a gun. I do note that on the 19th, there's a search warrant that's executed at the house. There's 4 guns, ammunition, holsters, magazines found. Highly dangerous, Your Honor. I also note, which I'm surprised that it's not on the the docket, he does have an resisting and obstructing that is been signed based on that search warrant execution. In fact, he didn't answer the door and he resisted arrest. So that warrant should be coming in tomorrow then. So I'm asking, based on the dangerousness to the complainant, Ms. Smith, as well as to the community, and also backed up the fact that multiple guns were found in the home, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Reagan, I have 2 questions for you before you make your argument. Number 1, does he have an alternative place to stay? And number 2, is he working?
Mr. Smith, you have somewhere else to stay?
No, that is my only location to stay.
Only location, and he's not working, Judge, as at the present time.
Okay, Mr. Reagan, make your argument.
Judge, so obviously the allegations are pretty simple. There's no physical assault made, but there's alleged that there was a gun pointed and statements made. No grabbing, no pushing, no shoving, no hitting. Just a allegation. I don't know. His grandmother is 80 plus, Judge, so I don't know, the state of mind she might have been in. My client's 34. He's lived here his entire life. That was his home, Judge. That's his home. I don't know of any other criminal history that he has encountered. I'm going to avoid personal bond at this time, Judge, and whatever conditions the court wishes to impose. I think in this particular case, I'm going to ask the court for a personal bond.
He has no place to go by his own admission, right?
Well, that is his home, Judge. That's correct.
Okay. All right. Court, haven't heard argument as to bond. This is a very, very serious allegations. And what's particularly troubling to the court is how allegedly someone can do this to their 80-year-old grandmother who allows you to stay at her residence, or they live together. And I just don't see this. I have trouble grasping my mind around why anybody would want to do that to their mother at all. An 80-year-old woman running from him allegedly because of fear. And that is a bona fide fear. And she's fearful because you're allegedly dangerous to her. And I find you a danger to the community and to her. And for those reasons, I find that on the adopt the recommendation of the people, $150,000 cash surety bond. You're not to possess any handguns, firearms, or other dangerous weapons while the case is pending. No contact with Lena Smith. You cannot go back to the Lindsay address. If you're able to post bond, it'd be a GPS tether house arrest. Due to the holidays, the bond redetermination will be next Friday, December 27th, 9 a.m. in front of Chief Judge McConicle. Probable cause January 2nd in front of Judge Jefferson. Preliminary examination January 9th in front of Judge Jefferson. Mr. Smith, do you have any questions regarding your bond conditions and/or court dates?
I don't have any questions, but I do have a few statements if I may.
Not time for statements. You don't have any questions, step aside.
And they're reporting you. If you do have the right to remain silent. But understand you have a right to speak, but understand they are recording you. So anything you say, they can be held against you.
Okay, I understand that. So I'm going to say this, all those allegations are completely false. You know my work history, you know my history entirely. I'm in the security industry and law enforcement reserve, and I have been completely armed since I've started my career set. This is completely fallacy. Yes, sir.
Mr. Smith,
Yes, sir.
I entered a guilty plea on your not guilty plea on your behalf. You presume not guilty. This is not the time nor place to make a statement. Step aside. Have a good day.
And Judge, I think
Yes,
what
sir.
you know that make some I don't want to say dementia. I don't want to say the word dementia, but I want to say that these statements, he never grabbed her, he never snatched her, he never put
Okay, Mr. Reagan, that's a fact-finding issue for the upcoming court dates. I'm not here to determine the facts. I'm just here to determine what the appropriate bond is, and given the factual information in front of the court. He is still presumed innocent. You will have your day in court. Step aside, sir.
Yes, sir.